Now, for some sad news, 2 of the bodies recovered earlier in the day arrived at the Mokpo Hankook Hospital not too long ago.
And our Lee Seung-jae, who has been standing by throughout the day, was there as it was happening. So Seung-jae, tell us the latest.
Now at 4 p.m. earlier today, one of the bodies that were recovered earlier in the day did arrive at the scene in an ambulance, where 2 of the family's members also arrived in the ambulance as well, which meant that the body was identified. Now 30 minutes later, a second ambulance arrived at the scene as well, but none of the family members were in the ambulance, which meant that the body was not identified. Now from what I understand right now, the bodies that are recovered would be transferred to any one of the hospitals nearby, whether they're identified or not. But so far, with each ambulance that arrives, emotions are running high here at the Mokpo Hankook Hospital.
Now, can you tell us how they're going about identifying the bodies?
Now, we are at the 5th day of the accident, so right now, with each day, it is getting harder and harder to identify the bodies. But from what I understand, for all the students that were identified at the scene, they are quickly being transferred over to Ansan. Now, of course, there is a DNA testing that's going on at the scene in hopes to identify some of the bodies. But, of course, if they're not able to identify the bodies, they are then quickly transferred to one of the 3 hospitals nearby, including the Mokpo Hankook Hospital. That's all for now. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you for that, Seung-jae. That was our Lee Seung-jae reporting from Mokpo Hankook Hospital.